You want to be confident, so you hold your shoulders high, walk with a rehearsed postures, wear expensive clothes, carry a stern look on your face just to stand confident and still not feel confident internally. You may even convince others with gestures for a moment that looks as though you are confident, that sell an expression that looks confident, but deep within you, internally, you know this is not real. That inner knowing is key to confidence and actually what matters. So what many call confidence is often just performance, I would say, that is fueled by fear of judgment, fear of inadequacy, and also fear of being seen for who you truly are. Is why building confidence has to come from your inside. Because a true, real, lasting confidence are built from behaviors that are grounded, the ones that are clear and aligned to your true identity. Confidence can be very still and quiet. It's not best expressed through noise, but through your daily behaviors, how you think, how you speak, how you carry yourself, how you treat others and treat yourself. That speaks a lot of confidence, not all those expressions you put on. Today, I'm giving you 10 powerful behaviors that will help you build and embody true confidence. The kind that makes you very stable. Something I always say that is not to be taken lightly. Your stability. It's actually what fuels your confidence. That makes you admirable, makes you elegant, makes you very secured in yourself. So first I put here is to make intentional effort to look good and very put together. Your appearance is not everything, I know, but it does matter to a very large extent. Not for vanity, but for identity. When you take time to present yourself well, you send message to yourself and even your world that you are very valuable. And that's the kind of message that become part of your posture, your energy. It's the fueling for you. This isn't about following fashion trends and trying to impress others. No, it's about owning your presentation, coming clean, very composed and expressive, so intentional on how you show up. And yes, that old saying about dress the way you'll be addressed is nothing cliche, because to a very large extent, how people treat you is a mirror reflection of how well you treat yourself. So that's one good area of your investment, if you ask me. Second, I put here, if you mean to stay confident, is to address all the insecurities you've been avoiding. Insecurities is a lot. Everyone has it, but it's not everyone that confronts them. And the longer you ignore them, the louder they become. So in confronting this, you may want to stack whatever areas in your life that makes you feel small, areas that makes you feel timid and shy. Your education, your appearance, like we just spoke on, even your communication skills, like how excellent you communicate, your past mistakes also. Start working on it, not from a standpoint of shame though, yeah, but from a place of self-respect, something you own yourself. Because confidence is not acting, it's not pretending that those soft spots, those weak spots doesn't exist. It's saying and admitting that I see those gaps and I'm very committed to closing them intentionally. Whether it means developing your vocabulary, strengthening your body, building emotional intelligence, or confronting past traumas, do it. Do the work. Do that work religiously. Because nothing is more empowering than facing the very things you once ran from. It is very empowering. Like, it gives you these refreshing feelings. Every time you thought over it and see that you are this person that walked past all those drama. Yeah. It's very refreshing. So do the work. Another confident behavior is to build a strong and healthy self-concept. Your self-concept is the internal blueprint for your identity. It's your legit carriage, that thing that shapes how you show up for yourself in every space. Even before you say a word, it gives you a form that has a very clean aura anywhere, anytime. And people can see this even without you saying a word. But it's not built overnight. It's through consistent practice that align with your core values, from your faith and spirituality to your personal values and principles, emotional self-care, mental discipline, self-respect and boundaries. But I must say this though, in building healthy self-concept, reckon within yourself that you are building for you. Not to prove anything to anyone, not to silence critics, not even to chase validation like some people do. I've stayed and see where people struggle so hard, put themselves under pressure just to sell or market an image outside that's very displeasing and distorted from inside. Trust me, it's very unnecessary, very. When your growth is driven by pressure and comparison, it becomes toxic and unsustainable. I always say that any change that is not internally motivated cannot be sustainable, even if you try. It won't last. But when it is driven by passion, by purpose and personal truth, it becomes effortlessly and very energizing. And it's at that point where confidence will flow naturally. Number 4 is to leave your comfort zone on purpose. Whatever comfort you think your space gives you is just the enemy of your progress in disguise. You cannot grow into that confident version of yourself, the version you're looking out for, while hiding in an environment that doesn't challenge you. Like, speak up in meetings or discussion even when your voice shakes. Attend seminars, networking events, or other powerful learning programs even when you feel unqualified. Start that project that you've been overthinking. Learn the ideas that have been on your head. They are the triggers for your confidence. Every time you face uncertainty and still show up, you prove to yourself that you can handle more than you thought. And that's how confidence is built, through the lived experience, not just imagined potentials. 5 is to embrace growth as a function of expansion. Expansion is key. No matter how well you do or how great people know you for a thing, if you don't seek to expand that horizon, you will run out of relevance. No, that skill will run out of relevance. I say this to say that growth doesn't happen in convenience. If you only operate within environment and routines that feel safe and very comfortable, your confidence will be limited. And real confidence is fought through that discomfort by willingly stepping into the unfamiliar, the challenging. Attend events where you're not the most experienced person in the room. Engage in discussion that stretch your intellect, and even volunteer for responsibilities that feels a little slightly above your skills. Every time you confront that and come out stronger, your self-belief grows, and that's how mental resilience and emotional maturity are built. 6 of what I put here is to develop intellectual confidence through lifelong learning. There's a quiet confidence that comes from knowing exactly what you're talking about, and this only comes through intellectual learning and some level of intellectual exposure. If you want to feel secured in any space, professionally, socially, intellectually, you need to be well informed and take yourself through intellectual process of learning, not just carelessly trying to give out a speech with unarticulated words. You are at seminars and your vocabularies are not well constructed. They are not intentional. This doesn't mean you need to know everything. Nobody's a monopoly of knowledge, I know, but you must be committed to learning more. Read books that challenge your thinking. Study subjects that enhance your personal and professional development. Stay curious and sharp. Instead of spending 48 hours on a movie series, do this little investment on yourself. Before you know it, that practice is betting out a very confident version of yourself. Any confidence you are seeking without competence will be very fragile, and except it's rooted in knowledge, it will be shakeable. This then leads me to my next point. Master the act of clear, intentional communication. Some people will speak in an event and you're like, what happened to knowledge? Confident people speak with precision, not just volume. It's not exactly about dominating a conversation. It's about communicating with clarity, with conviction and language control. This means refining your words and the ability to articulate your ideas, ask the right questions, even in a conversation, listen actively and respond thoughtfully. If you're in a strong conversation, you really will learn how to avoid filler words and eliminate nervous disclaimer like, this may sound silly, I want to say that, but speak straight and firm. It is when your words are anchored by thoughtfulness and authenticity that people listen. And most importantly, it's even when you trust your own voice to even speak out. Not because you are the loudest or have the most sharp voice. That's not the basis for communication, I feel. Number 8 is to cultivate strong personal boundaries. A lot of stuffs we engage in carelessly eludes our confidence on a daily. For me, many lack of boundaries often disguises as humility, as helpfulness, flexibility. But in truth, that's a quiet destruction of self-respect. A confident person knows when to say no without guilt, knows when to walk away without an explanation, and also to prioritize their energy without apology. Boundaries are not walls you build around, like they are actually filters that guard some of the things that interrupt our space. They are there to protect your peace, preserve your time, and keep your self-worth intact. Remember, people may test your boundaries, but it's your job to enforce them. An extension to that point I put here is to align your lifestyle with your personal standard. I don't want to say how I see people say one thing and leave the other. Nothing they do align with their personal standard. There's nothing that drains your confidence faster than being inconsistent with yourself. If your habits contradict your values or actions don't reflect the identity you claim, trust me, you will feel it internally. Maybe not obviously so. You may feel it through guilt, through anxiety, or even through low self-esteem. The height of it. So build a lifestyle that mirrors your principles and show up for yourself with discipline, whether it's your health, your finances, emotional regulating system, spiritual practice. Just simply be in integrity. The more aligned you are, the more confident you will be, because you're not faking anything. You are simply living what you believe. Confidence will sprout naturally. Yeah. Last of what I put here is to create an environment that sponsors confidence. I say this because there's a lot about how one's environment can shape their self-esteem. And for context, confidence is not just internal, it's environmental. Scripture speaking says that bad company corrupts good morals. This is to mean that the people you surround yourself with, the media you consume, I've said this 1,001 times, the space you stay in, they all influence your self-perception. So choose the relationship that holds you to higher standards. It's not pride, it's priorities. Be around people that speak life into your purpose, people that challenge your level of thinking, who reflect the kind of person you inspire to be. I say this to say that you should work on cleaning your digitals and your physical environment. Limit distraction, create an atmosphere that sharpens your focus and elevate your self-worth. Because you can't have yourself staying in a space of disadvantage forever. Growth doesn't just happen, it must be engineered, and your environment is one of such blueprints. You can all now see clearly that confidence is not just a personal trait, it's a practice behavior, a byproduct of what you lived on a daily, what you come to believe, and that thing you repeatedly do. So just stop trying to appear confident already. Start refining yourself to become it, by your mindset, your habits, your appearance, your association, and your direction. Because the version of you that walks into every room with strong, quiet strength and confidence, it's built, not imagined. Yeah, and those behaviors are tools for that establishment. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for staying tuned. Okay, so do all that good stuff. Subscribe, like the video, put a comment down for us. Anything, any other behavior you feel we can do to boost our confidence level, put it down in the comment section. And I will see you in my next video. This is Surface. Bye for now.